Cotacachi is a beautiful town of about 8,000 people located in the northern Andes Mountains of Ecuador. It is a culturally rich area known for its leather goods and indigenous heritage. Just beneath the surface, however, there is a sad truth that overshadows the community. Annie is not alone.
We have a problem of overpopulation, of dog overpopulation here in Ecuador, and I want to do something to change that.
In our time, you see a lot of dogs wandering on the streets. Basically, reality for here in Ecuador, in Cotacachi.
For every male who runs the streets and impregnates females, there's something like 300 puppies a year from that one male. And if you've got 100 males running around the streets of Cotacachi, you can do your own math.
Healthcare and spaying and neutering of pets is not a common practice in Ecuador. It's also very common for Ecuadorians to let their dogs roam free.
The people don't understand that it's their responsibility to feed them, to vaccinate them, to keep them healthy, as well as to prevent them from having unwanted puppies and kittens.
Porque eso es nuestra responsabilidad, ya que al momento que nosotros decidimos adoptar a un perrito, a un gatito, debemos responsabilizarnos de todas las maneras, como es darle de comer, darle bienestar y evitar la reproducción, mucha sobrepoblación de perritos y gatitos.
This creates an ever-growing population of stray and abandoned animals. To help solve these problems, a group of Ecuadorians and expats have come together and created the Amici Cannis Foundation, a non-profit organization with 501c3 IRS status.
The only way to stop the proliferation of unwanted puppies and kittens in a community is to stop how they're made.
Housed in a newly opened clinic, Amici Cannis is in the early stages of putting their plan into action. To properly design the clinic and help train staff, the organization turned to veterinarian Dr. Heather Stain of Fort Collins, Colorado, and her husband, Dr. Philip Stain, a veterinary clinical radiologist.
Amici Cannis was a group of people who really just wanted to help the dogs that they saw suffering and in need. And I felt myself led to be able to guide them on how we could make a difference for the lives of the dogs in Cotacachi.
I see that the Amici Cannis involvement in Cotacachi, and hopefully later larger in Ecuador as well, will not only help the animals. I get particularly excited about the involvement with the locals, providing jobs, providing opportunities, providing education for the people in Cotacachi.
So setting up a clinic in Cotacachi that allows our Ecuadorian veterinarian, Marcela Pineda, to perform these surgeries on a routine, regular basis and have the most effect on the population control efforts is our first goal.
My name is Marcela and I am the medical director of this foundation, Amici Cannis. We are using to do a continued campaign of spay and neuter. In the mornings, we receive all the dogs that are going to be our patients during the day. And during the day, we do the surgeries and wait till they recover. And in this way, in the afternoon, the owners of the dogs could pick up their dog healthy and doing the surgery.
In addition to that, we're going to be starting school programs where we do education with the children on appropriate animal handling techniques, basic health with animals, and try to have an effect on the public in terms of education.
Well, the benefit to the community for spaying and neutering the animals is just to try to get this whole dog population under control. And I think the biggest thing is lack of education, maybe a little bit. They don't understand the repercussions of not spaying and neutering.
The simple fact is, Amici Cannis needs your help to continue their work of significantly reducing the stray animal population in Cotacachi.
Every bit of help that we can get for this project is critical.
We really need the help of all the donators because it's a critical moment for all the animals here in Ecuador.
Necesitamos que nos apoyen. Por favor, envíennos apoyo a la Fundación Amici Cannis. Es muy importante que ustedes nos puedan apoyar.
If there's ever an opportunity for us to keep the momentum going with funding, it's now.
As a veterinarian in the United States, I get the honor of working with clients who have the means and the ability to take care of their animals at the level that I expect them to. When I come to Ecuador and I work with the dogs here, it's a completely different world. So I would encourage people to realize that a small amount can make a huge difference for the lives of animals in Ecuador. And please consider giving to Amici Cannis to be able to help the dogs in Cotacachi.
With your generous charitable donation, you will be giving neglected and often abused animals the opportunity to live a happy, healthy life, and you will be helping to prevent animals from living a life of desperation on the streets. Won't you lend Annie and her friends a helping hand?